them in a book. But let's talk about what they write down about the so-called Negro. So again, a good slave is a good Christian. Slaves, obey your earthly masters with respect and fear, just as you would obey Christ. Okay, well, it already said that even if you were a Christian, that did not make you not be a slave. So, in the first Africans in colonial America were brought to Jamestown by a Dutch ship in 1619. These 20 Africans were indentured servants. These, which meant that they were to work a certain period of time in exchange for transportation and room and board. They were assigned land after their service and were considered free Negroes. Nonetheless, their settlement was involuntary. The status of Africans in colonial America underwent a rapid evolution after 1619. One early judicial decision signaled the change in European attitudes toward Africans. In 1640, 3 Virginia servants, 2 Europeans, and 1 African escaped from their masters. Upon recapture, a Virginia court ordered the European servants to serve their master 1 more year, and the African servant to serve his master or a master's assignee for the rest of his life. Do you see the difference? 1 more year, forever, until you die. In Virginia, in 1639, we're going to read some slave codes. These aren't laws, these are codes. All persons except the African slaves are to be provided with arms and ammunition or to be fined at the pleasure of the governor and the council. 1662. Whereas no doubts have arisen whether children got by an Englishman upon a Negro shall be a slave or free. Be it therefore enacted and declared that this present Grand Assembly, that all children born in this country shall be held bound or free only according to the condition of the mother. So, Maryland, 1664. 2. Whatsoever free-born English woman shall intermarry with any slave shall serve the master of such slave during the life of her husband, and all the issue of such freeborn woman so married shall be slaves as their father were. 1667, Virginia. Whereas some doubts are arisen whether children are the slaves of birth, they should, by virtue of their baptism, be made free. It is enacted that baptism does not alter the condition to the person of his bondage or freedom. Masters freed from that debt may be carefully propagate Christianity by permitting slaves to be admitted to that sacrament. Virginia, 1862. Act 1. It is enacted that all servants who shall be imported into this country by either land or sea, whether Negroes, Moors, mulattoes, or Indians, who and whose percentage of native country are not Christian at any time of the first purchase by some Christian, and all Indians whom shall be sold to our neighboring Indians in any trafficking with such slaves, and hereby a judge deemed the taken to be slaves or intent and purposes and law and usage and the customary customs contrary, not withholding.